Yo, what is poppin', my guys? It is your boy Ashley the Cat, and I am coming at you today with our Week 10 game for the IBA. So, unfortunately, guys, I did have a family emergency this weekend, or on Sunday when I usually record these battles. So I'm not gonna have my layout or anything prepped today. I just didn't have time, and I want to get the video out on time on Monday, which is today. So I'm recording between sessions of work. And it's been a pretty hectic weekend, so unfortunately I won't have the layout on here this week. But I will have the battle. This week we played Seabass, coach of the Santa Cruz Wartortles. You guys may remember him. He was our first ever IBA match when we were in D2, and we hacked the shit out of him with our Jirachi, unfortunately. I mean, we still got the dub, which it's always nice to get the dub, but I still feel really shitty about that game. So I was really excited to see that we played each other again in IBA D1, because I consider us on even ground right now, 0-0. I don't want to count that win in our overall record. I mean, obviously it's on my league record because I did win it, but I'm not, you know. Basically, I'm really looking forward to a nice clean game because he was actually spanking me last time we played. He was bending me over the barrel. I was making really bad plays, and I want to see how I've grown as a battler, so it's nice to be able to rematch somebody. Anyway, we're just going to go right in and talk about the team real quick. We have our Scolipede. This is a defensive speed passing, swords dance passing set. The whole idea behind this team that I have this week is to use this Scolipede to pass speed and swords dances into my physical attackers. So that's pretty self-explanatory. I should have actually put black sludge on here instead of leftovers just for posterity's sake. Here we have our Pasho Berry Landorus. The reason I'm running the Pasho Berry, I believe that's the Water Berry, right? Yeah, he has an Azumarill, and no, I'm sorry, not an Azumarill. He has a Crawdaunt, and I was worried that because without the Pasho Berry, a non-adamant, zero attack invested Crawdaunt. No, I'm sorry. Basically, most forms of Crawdaunt can OHKO Landorus with an Aqua Jet. So I just wanted to avoid that. We can definitely take it down with the +2 Earthquake or something of that nature, as long as we can get the speed or anything passed into us. The reason I'm running Swords Dance on this set is because there was only, I think, 3 things on his team that outsped my Landorus, one of them being a support mon, if I can remember correctly. So if I could get most of those walls down and live a hit from one of the others, just Swords Dancing up on my own would be fine, and I didn't really need any move besides Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Brick Break to knock out pretty much everything at +2 with our Sand Force, especially if we go into our Gigalith instead of the Sand. So this is the first time Gigalith has come. Now, I know Gigalith is actually stupid bulky. I've seen a lot of different people use it in VGC and all that sort of thing. So we're running Smooth Rock Sandstream as well because he has a Dragonite, and I really wanted that to break that Dragonite's multi-scale with the Sandstorm, because I plan on getting this Gigalith in very early game. It walls a good bit of his team, as well as sets up the sand for my Landorus. But anyway, we got Stealth Rock because we love getting those rocks up. We got Toxic, we got Stone Edge, and we have Heavy Slam, which are very, very nice coverage options, as well as just nice little status to work through his team. We have our boy Thick, our girl Thick, the Alola. It has Leftovers, Regenerator, Wish, Protect, Toxic Scald, Max Defense. I felt like this was going to do the best job of taking on his thicker mons, or his more offensive mons, because he has a lot of very defensively centered mons. Next up, we have Espeon. Now, this Espeon is very offensive. Very, very, very offensive. It outspeeds everything on his team except for, I think, one Pokemon. I can't remember which one. And it has the Tanga Berry because I'm leading this Espeon. He has a Galvantula. I have 0 way to take Sticky Webs out of the equation. So I'm running this Tanga Berry Espeon to outspeed Galvantula, live a Bug Buzz, and 2-hit KO with Psychic. That really was the plan. And then once I got that Galvantula out of the way, I think it's the only thing close to outspeeding my Espeon that he ended up bringing at the very least. I know he has a couple of mons that, I think 1 or 2 that hit like 115. But this Espeon set right here will outspeed everything on his team except for obviously the 115 mon. And with Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, and Shadow Ball, it very, very easily 2-hit KOs everything on his team, if not 1-hit KO. So I was really hoping this lead Espeon set could do some work for us, as well as it has the magic bounce to prevent Galvantula from setting up the sticky webs. So this was my hard lead to stop Galvantula. Finally, we have the Goofster. This is our Mega Banette. It says Prankster, Will-O-Wisp, Taunt, Knockoff, and Pain Split. Again, fairly straightforward. He has some offensive mons that do not appreciate a Will-O-Wisp. He has mons like, and so this was my backup answer to the Galvantula. Like, if my Espeon somehow gets crit and goes down or something like that, I can go out here into the Goofster and taunt the Galvantula. So anyway, that's the team. I like it. I'm not super stoked on the team comp this week. Espeon does a lot of work, and Landorus can do a lot of work, but it feels like my support mons aren't as well thought out or fleshed out as I would typically like for them to be. I know this Banette spread is actually just bullshit. I didn't calc this or anything. I just fucked around with the numbers and liked the way everything looked and went ahead with it. So we're going to go ahead, exit out of Pokemon Showdown because it slows my computer down. And look at what he brought. He brought Ditto. He brought Galvantula. He brought his Crawdaunt, he brought Blaziken, Dragonite, and Magearna. So definitely a very, very, very scary team. But the first thing I notice is that if I can get rid of this Galvantula, my Landorus can outspeed everything on his team and 2-hit KO. So that is definitely really, really nice, although I am worried about the Ditto. I think that my defensive walls do a really good job in this game, but if my Landorus goes down, I really do not have anything for this mag. Honest to God, I have nothing for this mag. Maybe trying to stall it out, but like I can't toxic it. The Will-O-Wisp is going to do a little bit of damage, but it just will allow it to set up shift gears unless I get the taunt off first, in which it can probably just take me out because I'm not running any special defense. I think I might be running like 44 special defense on this Banette. But yeah, so as you can see, I'm going to have to play really well to win this game. It's definitely winnable, but I am going to have to play very well just because my team is so setup oriented. Like, my Landorus is not going to be doing the damage and things that I need if I don't get that Sword Stance up. So I'm really going to be relying a lot on Scolipede. So as I said in my team builder part, I am definitely just going to lead Espeon, since this is a counter lead Espeon to a Galvantula, and he actually leads Crawdaunt. So I actually calced this. This Dazzling Game should kill, and I got a very, very low roll, and he lives on 2%, killing my Espeon with the knockoff. So that's really unfortunate. He is going to die to Life Orb, so now my Landorus is pretty much scot-free, but here I am going to go into the Banette, fearing that he will go into Galvantula and set up the webs. I want to be able to taunt. So he's actually going to go into Ditto, I think, predicting me to go for Scolipede so that he can start getting the speed boost and passing it into something like Magearna, which is great, which is a great prediction, great prep, by the way. But he's going to just go for the knockoff here, maybe expecting me to switch. It is unfortunate that he ended up actually getting the base form of Banette instead of the mega form of Banette, but doesn't bother me too much. I am just going to 2-hit KO. He would have outsped anyway with the Choice Scarf, but at least we are sitting pretty on 67%. So here, I am very, very scared of what this Galvantula is going to do. I'm going to go ahead and taunt because I do not want it to set up the sticky webs, and he is going to just reveal the Thunder. So that's going to do a nice 49%. So I'm just going to go ahead and Pain Split here, get this Galvantula as low. I'm trying to sack this off. I really could have gone to Landorus and then switched into Scolipede, scouting for the HP Ice and stuff like that, because it seems like he's very, very offensive. But at the time, I was very tunnel visioned on just trying to make sure the sticky webs did not get up. That is all that mattered to me. I could not do anything if sticky webs were up in my mind. But that's not really the case, because I have Landorus, which is not affected by sticky webs, and after I take out this Galvantula, it takes care of everything on his team. So I really should have played more aggressively around this Galvantula, because sticky webs aren't as good against my team as I thought. I just saw that I had no hazards and panicked. So as you'll see here, we do get the really, really, really unfortunate paralysis, because without that paralysis, we outspeed, we baton pass right here into our Landorus, we live the Bug Buzz, and we are +1 speed, able to just start kind of sweeping through this team. But unfortunately, because we get paralyzed, he is going to outspeed us and bug buzz us through the sub. Had I remembered that bug buzz goes through sub, I would have brought protect, but I did not. So that's just another life lesson you learn. He's going to fire off a thunder into our Gigalith, and it's not going to do much as we throw up our stealth rocks, because I want this Dragonite to start getting chipped down. That's really the main plan. So he's just going to Giga Drain me again as I fire off a Stone Edge and rip this Galvantula. So now I actually can win with Landorus. I just need to get my Swords Dance up. Unfortunately, he has 3 mons here that all look like they could cause me some serious problems. So I'm going to switch out right here into my Alola Mola, as he's just going to go for the high jump kick. Now here is a pretty big misplay on my part. I'm actually going to go to really slow to talk about this part, because this part decided a good bit of the game. I misplayed because here I went for the Wish. I wanted to go for the Protect so bad. I wanted to go for the Protect, but I didn't want him to get a free switch into Mag and start setting up, because I can't do anything to Mag. So I went for the Wish, just kind of hoping to fake that I didn't have it, you know. And here, I knew that he was not going to high jump kick 3 times in a row. It makes so much sense to Wish here. I really should have just gone for the Scald or the Toxic, but instead, I'm going to hit Protect, and he is going to switch out into his Dragonite. So, unfortunately, that is definitely a misplay. He's going to bring it down to 76% after Rocks, and I'm just going to Protect. So he gets a free switch into his Dragonite, and I don't really have much at the moment that can do a whole lot to it. I'm going to get my Wish, putting me up at 81%, which is really nice, but I'm going to misplay again and go for the Scald, trying to fish for the Scald burn. What I should have done is I should have Toxic first, because with the Sandstorm damage up and Toxic damage up, this thing would have gone down very quickly, and I could have played with my Protect, like right here, and I had a Toxic. So just imagine if I had Toxic the first turn and then Scalded here. That would have been in a much better position. We'd have had 2 turns of Toxic damage on it, because as you can see, after Sandstorm and after Toxic, it's going to put this thing down at 44%. It would probably be in like the 30% range, 37, 36. I wish I could have protected here, but I didn't. I was just trying to get the Skull Burn, not the Skull Burn. I think I was just trying to throw off another Wish, but he is just going to Devastating Drake, and at +2, that is easily going to take us out. He's going to go down to 31% here after the Toxic damage, as I bring back in the Gigalith to reset the Sand, and I'm just going to go for a Stone Edge here, hoping I live, but he shows that he has Earthquake, and after the Sand and the Toxic, that is going to bring him down, let's see, to 25, and the Toxic is going to bring him to 6. So had I Toxic the turn before, Dragonite would have been dead here, and it would have been GG, because Landorus easily takes out the Magearna, it easily takes out the Blaziken, but unfortunately, we misplayed, and we went for the Skull Burn. So obviously we could have missed the Toxic. There's a lot of different things that could have happened, but the situation I just described was my win con. Now that's not to say that Seabass played bad. Seabass he's always coming on point. Every time I watch this dude battle, he's making the good plays, and he brought his Dragonite in at the perfect time. That's definitely brought it in at a great time. Obviously, I could have Toxic'd it a turn earlier, and it would have gone down. But I also have no clue what kind of moves he was running on his other Pokemon. Like, he could have had HP Ice on Magearna, and if I can't OHKO with Earthquake, non-Swords Dance boosted, because I don't know if I trust just going straight for the kill. I haven't calced it. I don't really want to, because I don't think it's as important. I just really enjoyed playing this game today. I really enjoyed battling Seabass. He's a good player, and I feel like he makes me think a little bit more. And I'm glad that he got the W that he deserves after that really shitty week 1 of the D1. So now, as far as I'm concerned, he's up on me 1-0, and we got a little bit of work to do. Hopefully, we can face him off next season in the IBA, provided that we're both back. And I feel like I'll be more prepared next time. Still, again, good game to my boy Seabass. Guys, if you like me, if you like my content, you'll like Seabass's content, because he is very consistent. I'm obviously not very consistent. I just upload shit whenever I feel like it, but I see Seabass every day plugging stuff. He's always on Twitch. So if you like Pokemon content, as well as I think he does stuff like Left 4 Dead and stuff like that as well, definitely check him out. He's a really cool YouTuber and keeps the content coming, which is very important in my opinion. So anyway, great game to him. Hopefully next time I can hang a W on him that I feel like I deserve. And I will see you guys next week. I think we're definitely out of playoff contention, but that's fine. We kind of came in with a real shit record, and this team doesn't really have a lot of things that it should. Like, for example, not having hazard removal is horrible. It was really, really bad. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm really enjoying the opportunity to use some mons that I've never used before, as well as finding mons that I would love to use again. Like, I have loved using Scolipede. I have really enjoyed using the likes of Alola. Espeon is a really cool Pokemon that, even though I've just basically sacked it off twice, I'm really enjoying using. So anyway, I rambled on for long enough. I hope y'all appreciate. I always say that, it makes me sound like such a pretentious asshole. Hope y'all enjoyed the videos. Like, comment, subscribe, all the bullshit if you did. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.